Maria, if you have that on there, I want you to load that up. I want you to check this out that just happened just a few weeks ago in Israel.
Walking through history, and a complicated one at that. This delegation of African American imams is traveling through Israel with a shared purpose, promoting faith-based peace.
We have more in common than we have in differences.
Something they learned through a tour of the ancient Jewish quarter in the old city of Jerusalem, taking time to pray at the Western Wall before journeying beneath the stone surface.
Just to be able to touch it. 2,000 years ago, we're here, and we can kind of think back, but we can't go back, but we kind of think back. But we have something that's back from the past in our present.
Lessons from history that help shape the present.
This is a reminder for us how close we really are. We overlay each other. We are part of each other.
The trip was hosted by Sharaka, meaning partnership in Arabic, a nonprofit organization founded in 2020 following the historic signing of the Abraham Accords.
I think the support they can get from the United States, along with what they're doing in the Middle East, this will help us all as just one human family, see each other as brothers and sisters, and now we can find a way to help the rest of the people find peace.
Israelis, Arabs, Jews, Muslims, and Christians all working together in partnership.
One of the things that was mentioned a couple of times is that Jerusalem is a model, because we see the mixture of different religions, different ethnic groups, but all sharing a common history. I think it's important as leaders, as teachers, first you have to know what you're talking about.
Spiritual leaders from half a world away connecting to their Abrahamic faith, gaining a new perspective to help shape a future geared toward peace.
So those who are listening from Europe, particularly on IG, Instagram, and then on Clubhouse, you weren't able to see it. That video was from I-24 News, a little segment about these imams, these Black American imams who just visited Israel. Sharaka, I believe, is the name of the organization that was formed for this very purpose, as inspired by the Abraham Accords, right? So you have the Abraham Accords happening, which is the regional thing, Israel's peace negotiations and a relationship with the UAE, later on with Morocco. There's discussion with Saudi Arabia, although there's some kind of back and forth that's there. Sudan. Chad was a major player. I might share that another day, not today, but Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, credited the president of Chad with actually playing a huge role where the Abraham Accords were concerned. I believe we just celebrated the third year, of the Abraham Accords, 2020, just not too long ago. So these Black American imams travel with this organization inspired by the Abraham Accords, and wanting that, you heard some of their own words, and you saw the different, if you saw, you may not have seen them, you may have heard they were from Washington, D.C., from Dallas, several different cities, about 8 or 9 of them. I might be saying the number wrong, from different cities throughout the country. And they were there wanting to and brokering more peace, more understanding, more unity, which is what's the point, right? And so you have this very, very interesting thing happening where the Black American community is concerned, be it Christian, whether they be Jewish, whether they be Muslim, that you have this growing sense of Israel, its connection with Black Americans, again, of different religions even, right? And the importance of the Black American voice in helping foster peace, understanding, unity, all of these things. Again, now that concept isn't new. What I'm saying in terms of a renewed, I watch it in the context of a rising Jew hatred in the West, right? Happening throughout, right? White, Black, it's happening, right? But at the same time, that's not the only thing that's happening. There's this parallel move in which there are those who are actually connecting and feeling this sense to either go to Israel, connect on a deeper level with the Jewish community or with others. You have, it's amazing, because one of the things that one of the imams said was almost verbatim with one of our IPSI ambassadors. We took our IPSI ambassadors to Israel in June. In South Africa, they went to the motherland, which was December, and in June they went to the Holy Land, and they talked about the fact that this is, thank you, ma'am, the Sharaka. Elizabeth, one of our MC ambassadors right there, Sharaka, she posted it there in the chat, and you can see it there, their website. I believe that is the website, ma'am. Thank you very much. I think I saw that before. So absolutely. So that organization dedicated to fostering that type of peace reached out to these Black American imams and brought them to Israel. And one of the things that one of the imams said is that he saw different religions. Now, he said he basically talked about Jews, Christians, Muslims, other faiths, just there in Jerusalem. He said Jerusalem is a model, right? It's amazing. Not only Israel, not this Nazi apartheid, all this other stuff that gets used as a slander. Again, that becomes something that furthers injustice. But the opposite is true. Israel's no more perfect than the other nation, but you're talking about 100 different nations that are represented there, Jews and non-Jews from literally all over the world. They're different religions, they're different, like again, ethnicities, but live together in peace, right? Goodness gracious, how much more peace could there be if it wasn't for the Hamases, the Islamic Jihads, and that type of thing, right? So you have this actually happening now.